Hello, welcome to another writing vlog. This week I'm going to try to write chapter 3. I'm getting kind of a late start because it's Tuesday. I didn't write anything yesterday. I kind of ran out of time. So today I wrote about 227 words already, and I might write a little bit more again later tonight, but I'm not sure. I am very close to the inciting incident now. So last week I was like, oh, I'm getting closer, I'm getting closer. It's like, yeah, you're going to that point, but you're not there yet. Now I'm within a day or two of the inciting incident. No, I'm not gonna say that either. I don't know. I have no idea, apparently, how to time this out. I'm close. If you were reading it, you'd be like, I'm close to the inciting incident. That's all for my writing update. I don't want to give away too much, and I think what I wrote today is kind of a little bit too important to the plot, so I don't want to talk about it. I'll see you later. Hello. I wrote 488 words today. It is Wednesday, and yeah, I wrote a bit, and then I was like, I think I'm kind of done, but it turned out it was only about 244 words, and I was like, no, I can do more, and then I just did more. So yeah, I like how it's going so far. I enjoy the moments where I can kind of get a little bit more into it, like kind of sit in the moment. Sometimes I get a little bit worried that I need to get from this place to this place without kind of letting it happen, so I'm trying to let it happen. I did a lot of Googling, researching today. I had to find out if there was anything such as a semi-gaseous, semi-terrestrial planet. Like, I guess I want a planet that has the ability for humans to be on it, but it is also a cool-looking Saturn-like planet. I also got to write some space foods, which I very much enjoy, apparently. I kind of feel like I'm laying on a little thick. This is what this character is about to do, but I think it's important to get that across so that it doesn't come as a surprise and a what in the world is she doing? Why did she do that kind of thing? Okay, yeah, that's my update. Hello! So today's Thursday, and I just finished doing some writing for today. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be done, because I have to take a shower still. So far in chapter 3, I have 1,208 words. Today I wrote 431 words, and things are getting exciting. I think yesterday I was talking about how I was enjoying all of this space food. It's still happening. But now we have space alcohol. So the main character has just made a choice that is setting things in motion. In the past, I've had kind of quite a large problem with having very passive characters, and I'm not sure why. But with the last story that I'd started writing during NaNoWriMo last year, I had some characters that weren't really in control of very much, and now I have a character who did something. And that sounds kind of stupid to be like so excited about it, but I am excited about it because I figured out that I could do that and it's not a big deal. I'm excited about it. And now I'm gonna go take a shower. So I just wrote 212 words just now in the like 4 minutes that I was recording. So today's Friday and it's a 3-day weekend, but I do have to go to a wedding. So I won't have like unlimited weekend time to write, but I will have more than usual, which I'm very excited about. I am getting a little bit stuck in a rut for like the past like chapter. I've been writing like traveling, so like airport shit basically, which can get really monotonous and boring. And I'm getting out of that soon, but it has been a little bit much. I just watched Shaylin Writes did a video about writing. She does a lot of videos kind of about writing process and how it can be very messy in real life, not in like you have to have an outline and you need to, I don't know, write 2,000 words a day and you have to do it at the same time. Well-established authors have had like a billion different ways of doing things, which I think is pretty well illustrated by Kate Kavanaugh's videos, where she follows the writing process of a well-established author. And there's some similarities in the folks that she's done so far, but I'm sure that there are completely different processes of other authors as well who write just as good books. Like, I don't know. There might be something to be said about how prolific an author is with like the strictness of time commitment and like no distraction kind of stuff, but yeah, anyway. So I guess that's something that I've been kind of thinking of, especially because for this project I'm really trying to find what is working well for me. And what's working well for me right now is writing not very much a day. Trying to write every day. But if I don't have time to, then I don't need to worry about it. Oh, and not having an outline. Because I have tried. Because when I was, I kind of did like a crappy first novel scenario where I wrote, I think it's like a 20,000 word novella thing. It's about an alien pregnancy. I actually think I did some videos about that. That's interesting. I might want to watch those again. And to just see what it's like, the comparison between now and then. Where I was writing kind of a lot each day and had an outline, but towards the end of writing I was like, my character's not very well developed. I don't have any subplots. Like, there's like, that story is so problematic in the root, like, fundamental of what the story is. And so I've like gone back to be like, okay, I'm gonna fix up this draft, I'm gonna do some developmental edits, and I'm gonna improve the character, and then I'm like, this is a problem. Like, this whole story is such a problem. I think you might run into that if you yourself try to write an alien pregnancy story, unless it's just like somebody has gotten pregnant by an alien, but it's not, that's not the conflict. Because that's a whole can of worms, I'll promise you. So anyway, I went into that with an outline, wrote a lot every day, And it's the worst. So now I'm writing slowly, consistently, and giving myself the time to stop when I need to, because I need to know how I'm going to solve the problem of what comes next. So that's how I'm approaching things now compared to kind of the way that you should, I guess. Which there is no way that you should, obviously. I think different methods tackle different problems that authors might face. And if you have a problem where you have no idea what your plot is going to become, and you might go down the wrong path and end up in a place where your story doesn't make any sense and you hate it, maybe having an outline is a good idea. Or maybe taking it a little bit slower is a good idea. If you can't finish a story, then maybe writing an outline and writing quickly can help you finish a draft. I think there are different goals with different methods, and if you have problems that are different than other people's problems, then you should see what those problems are and then be able to implement a method to help you work those out. Because I feel like this has given me a way to develop things a lot more and also clean things up so that it's not a huge mess after the first draft. Because each time I've tried to have a plot outline, I've just ended up with still a massive mess at the end. I don't think either side, I guess, is wrong. I think people are just trying to tackle different problems, and you shouldn't feel like you have those problems and that you need to tackle them if you don't. That's how I feel about it. Okay, bye. So, because I remembered that I did film writing updates when I was writing my first crappy novel, I looked back at my YouTube, I don't know if these videos are public or not, but I looked back in my YouTube videos and saw there were, I think, 3 videos, all very low quality. And I did speak a little bit about, I tried to have an outline, or I did have an outline, and then I think with each thing I've done, or I've written, I've learned something, which is valuable. And on that project I had spoken about how I figured out that I could incorporate like heartfelt, real, like based on life and life experiences stuff while still having dumb sci-fi shit. Which is kind of like the moral of the story in this, because this is a story about a long-distance relationship in space with a bunch of stupid space shit. You can use your real life poignant experiences and also write a dumb sci-fi story. It's possible. So it looks like I'm gonna decapitate myself if I sneeze. I should probably plot this. That might, well, when I say probably, I don't know what that means, but it might be interesting if I plotted what this data looks like. How about I just do that now? I'll just hold this up and overlay what this data looks like. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze because I have pretty bad allergies this morning. Hello! I was just outside hanging out with our dog, and now I am being attacked by sneezes. So today is Saturday. I'm going to a play that one of my friends is in later tonight. Matt is hanging out with some friends who are visiting from out of town because we're going to a wedding tomorrow. So that's exciting. I've been reading this book recently. Oh, something I do want to talk about. So I have some of these older style sci-fi books, and the cover art is really interesting because it is just kind of like an art piece based on some of the ideas in the book. For example, this book also has like artwork. I know books have artwork as the cover art, but what I mean is like somewhat more abstract, like commissioned from an artist who makes somewhat abstract art, as it's like separate from the text, which I think is interesting. So I'm kind of thinking if I want to make this novel look like one of those, then it would be fun to maybe brainstorm some different cover art stuff. The style currently for this book would probably be like a night sky that says, I don't know what the title of this book would be. I'm leaning more towards this abstract art type of stuff because personally I don't think I'd be able to illustrate something that's more of like an action-y scene with like a big space metropolis background, something like that. I think it would be fun, especially with the concept of wormholes. I feel like there's a lot of abstract imagery that can come to mind when you're thinking about wormholes and like space travel and like folding space, like a sewing metaphor or something like that. I haven't very well at all planned out what's gonna happen after this. I figured out this point and I was like, this is how it's gonna happen, and everything after that I have no fucking idea, except for it's gonna cause a lot of problems. Wish me luck. Okay, bye.